Hey there, welcome to our channel. We're thrilled to have you here. In this video, we're going to share some exciting and informative content with you that we think you'll really enjoy. But before we get started, we'd love it if you could take a moment to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss any of our latest videos. And if you find this video valuable, please consider sharing it with your friends and family so they can benefit from it too. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get started. Eating disorders and why they happen. Eating disorders are a serious mental illness that can affect people of all ages, genders, races, and backgrounds. They are characterized by extreme disturbances in eating habits and behaviors, which can have significant physical and psychological consequences. Eating disorders are complex conditions that are influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics, biology, environment, and psychological factors. Eating disorders are not a choice or a lifestyle, they are serious mental illnesses that require professional treatment. The most common types of eating disorders are anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and binge eating disorder. Anorexia nervosa is characterized by a distorted body image and an intense fear of gaining weight, which can lead to severe calorie restriction and extreme weight loss. Bulimia nervosa is characterized by episodes of binge eating followed by purging behaviors, such as vomiting, using laxatives, or excessive exercise. Binge eating disorder is characterized by recurrent episodes of eating large amounts of food, often in secret, and feeling a loss of control over the eating. Eating disorders can also include other behaviors such as food restriction, over-exercising, or purging without binging. Eating disorders can affect people of any age, gender, race, or socioeconomic background, but they are most commonly diagnosed in young women. Eating disorders can have significant physical consequences, including malnutrition, electrolyte imbalances, gastrointestinal problems, and cardiovascular problems. Eating disorders can also have serious psychological consequences, including depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation. Eating disorders can be caused by a variety of factors, including genetics, hormonal imbalances, and neurotransmitter imbalances. Environmental factors, such as cultural pressures to be thin, can also contribute to the development of eating disorders. Trauma, abuse, and low self-esteem can also increase the risk of developing an eating disorder. Eating disorders often develop as a way to cope with difficult emotions or to gain a sense of control in one's life. Eating disorders can also develop as a response to stress, anxiety, or trauma. Eating disorders can be triggered by a variety of events, including puberty, a major life change, or a traumatic event. Eating disorders can be difficult to diagnose, as individuals with eating disorders may try to hide their behaviors or deny that they have a problem. Eating disorders can be diagnosed by a healthcare professional, such as a doctor or psychologist, through a physical exam, blood tests, and psychological evaluations. Early intervention is key in the treatment of eating disorders, as early treatment can increase the chances of recovery. The most effective treatment for eating disorders is a multidisciplinary approach that includes medical, nutritional, and psychological interventions. Medical interventions may include monitoring of vital signs, electrolyte replacement, and medication for co-occurring disorders. Nutritional interventions may include meal planning, monitoring of food intake, and education on healthy eating habits. Psychological interventions may include cognitive behavioral therapy, family therapy, or group therapy. The recovery process for eating disorders can be long and challenging, but it is possible with the right treatment and support. Recovery from an eating disorder involves more than just physical healing, it also involves addressing the underlying psychological issues that contribute to the disorder. Support from family, friends, and healthcare professionals is essential in the recovery process. People with eating disorders may struggle with relapse, but it is important to remember that relapse is a normal part of the recovery process and does not mean that treatment has failed. Recovery from an eating disorder is possible. Seeking help for an eating disorder can be difficult, but it is important to remember that recovery is possible and that you are not alone. It is important to seek treatment from a healthcare professional who is trained in the treatment of eating disorders. Treatment for an eating disorder may involve outpatient care, intensive outpatient programs, or inpatient hospitalization, depending on the severity of the disorder. Recovery from an eating disorder may involve learning new coping skills, developing a positive body image, and working to improve self-esteem. It is important for individuals in recovery from an eating disorder to surround themselves with supportive friends and family members. Eating disorders can have long-term physical consequences, including osteoporosis, infertility, and organ damage. Eating disorders can also have long-term psychological consequences, including depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. Eating disorders can be prevented through education and awareness about healthy eating habits and body image. It is important to address the cultural pressures that contribute to the development of eating disorders, such as the thin ideal promoted in media and advertising. Schools, parents, and healthcare professionals can play a role in the prevention of eating disorders through education and early intervention. Eating disorders are a serious mental illness that require professional treatment and support. Recovery from an eating disorder is possible with the right treatment and support. In conclusion, eating disorders are complex mental illnesses that can have significant physical and psychological consequences. They are caused by a combination of factors, including genetics, environment, and psychological factors. Early intervention and a multidisciplinary approach to treatment are key in the recovery process. Recovery from an eating disorder involves more than just physical healing, it also involves addressing the underlying psychological issues that contribute to the disorder. With the right treatment and support, recovery from an eating disorder is possible. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content. And if you found this video helpful or entertaining, please share it with your friends and family. Your support means a lot to us and helps us to keep creating more quality content. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.